Yeah, I'm born in Chantilly. My father was working in racing. I just got the passion from riding and everything like around horses. I was not good enough physically to be a jockey that I knew it from the beginning. I'm in a generation when we had to do the army, so I went to the army and come back after, work for some trainers and travel a lot after. After the army I came back for a couple months in Chantilly and I went to England. I worked for a very nice person called Charlie Mann. It was my first trainer in England, in Lambourn. It was a really nice time, and I find an advert in a racing post. Someone wanted a pupil assistant in Newmarket. He was Sir Mark Prescott. And
did you know Sir Mark Prescott's reputation?
No, not at all, and I didn't know, and I didn't know he was Sir Mark Prescott. So, and I spent 2 years with him. Was not as hard as people think. But there is, remember, a filly from Tivoli Park. She was very stiff. I remember was Royston French was riding on a July course, and it was 2 years old. She won, and the next day we saw her on the track and in the yard, and she was much better. And I remember Sir Mark said, "Good gallop on rock hard round, nothing better for horse." Was just something I remember, and it still make me laugh.
What would be the main thing that you've taken away that you took away from your time with Sir Mark Prescott?
Look, the horses. I don't think it teach you how to train a horse, because you need your own feeling and you need your own things to train the horse. But there is one thing I learned, and I know from the first day I was on my own with the horses, it's how to look a horse physically.
You must have been very pleased when he won the Arc with Alpinista.
I was pleased, proud of him, and no, it was very good. And we see each other quite a few times during the year, and it's always a lovely moment.
Has he been to see Aventure? Has he given you any advice how to win the Arc?
I wish he could come over and see him, but you know he doesn't move very much.
Tu vois? Comme t'es jolie. Obviously, she's a lot of temperament. Yeah. She's a proper mare, as you can say, but she has so much personality. So it's a pleasure to see her and walk with her day by day. Like, she's unreal. My job is taking care of her with all of the team, obviously. I'm not the only one, but she has her rider, but he's also a jockey, so I can ride her like part-time. The very merry day was such a wonderful day as her first Group 1 winner.
Last year's runner-up though, Aventure is in front, just hands and heels here from Guillon, and last year's Arc runner-up as well. Aventure's won the Vermeil.
It is a very special day as it's the leading race to the Arc, so it tells a lot about her aptitude to doing this massive race.
I always wanted to train. I would not go to Sir Mark if I would not be a trainer. Richard and me, we've been around, and I think I could have stayed with him for many years, but I wanted to train and to do something for myself. One of my good friends, who's François Rowe, tell me, why you don't do it for yourself? You're in Deauville nearly on your own with 2 or 3 horses. You're doing for Richard. I see you working. I think you can do it for yourself.
What did you learn from Richard?
Richard was someone who was challenging a lot. We used to travel a lot. I wish I can do that more. But he used to take bets with the horses. You know, can run a horse.
Yeah, he would kind of take up a challenge. He would.
Yeah, and that was very much him.
And you set out in La Teste in the southwest?
Yeah, that was a discussion with Richard, and I will thank him a lot for that, because he say it's going to be very difficult to start in Chantilly, and because all the big boys were there, and very hard to find owners. The owner of Dr. Dino, Javier Martinez, Dr. Javier Martinez said to me, it could be a nice idea to be in the Southwest because I've got horses in Madrid, horses in Chantilly, and I could have horses in the middle. So it was an easy decision to take. We've been here for 2 years now, and I think it's the place to be in Chantilly. That's where the owners give you more easily the horses to train the big pedigrees. You've got everything you need. You can train on a racetrack for big gallop. You've got Les Aigles, you've got Les Lions. We've got so many tracks.
We saw you this morning. You like to follow the gallops out on your hack?
Yes, I always been on a horse. I love riding. I find my view is much better on the horse than on my feet, and it's just so pleasant to ride out in the forest in Chantilly as well.
A certain amount of pressure came off recently when Aventure won the Group 1 Prix Vermeil. How important was that for her to get the top level win?
It was very important to win this Group 1 because, you know, it's a 4-year-old filly. She ran only 4 Group 1. She get beat 3 times. Second. But she done well after in the Pomone, in Vermeil and in the Arc. And for me to be second in the Arc and in the Vermeil was fantastic, especially with a big move from the south to Chantilly.
Yeah, let's just look back at the Arc Day last year when she was second.
Aventure coming to chase Bluestocking, Los Angeles and Susie behind these, but Bluestocking is in front with Rossa Ryan and she's won the Arc de Triomphe.
What kind of a frame of mind were you in?
I was just a little bit in between scare and exciting and the big pressure of the result. But when they pass the post and when you're second, it was just fantastic. You see your horse coming, and you think he's gonna make a second acceleration or third acceleration to beat the big filly. So you just going by so different, many emotions. She's second at 3 of the Arc de Triomphe, so you're going again because we work for the Vertemer family. It was no discussion. It was straight away. Yeah. We carry on for another season. She's more powerful. Well, she's getting bigger. She's got a good turn of foot. She can follow any pace, and she's a warrior.
Bon, écoutez, c'est une jument qui est très facile. Voilà, j'ai pas de problème avec elle à part le box où elle a un peu de caractère. Elle défend chez elle, quoi. Mais sinon, dans l'ensemble, non, très facile. Et puis, voilà, ça fait toujours plaisir de monter des chevaux comme ça. Ça fait un petit piment pour le matin et c'est très bien. Voilà, on n'a pas de fausses notes cette année. Elle a 3 gagnants. Elle est battue par Nagan qui, à mon avis, pour moi, est un extraterrestre cette année. Et non, vraiment serein. Et on va faire, on espère avoir un peu de pluie. Bah écoutez, on n'en monte pas comme ça tout le temps dans une carrière. Le matin, c'est exceptionnel d'avoir un cheval comme ça. J'ai eu des bons chevaux. J'ai eu d'Abersim, j'ai eu Echem, j'ai eu des chevaux chez M. Lelouch. Mais voilà, des chevaux qui passent les 2,5 millions de gains, c'est pas tous les jours, donc c'est beau.
Yeah, we were talking to Enzo, who rides her in the morning. He was saying that in the box she's kind of very defensive of her territory. Is that kind of fighting spirit something that's important for a racehorse, for a racing filly?
I've seen many good fillies in my life in different stables I worked and different horses I trained, but I can say the really good fillies, they've got character. I think she progressed from the Vermeil. She had quite a long gap between the Grand Prix de Saint-Cloud and the Vermeil. It's almost 2 months. She had the normal preparation for Group 1, but she had that target, but then you have to think about the next one after, and you don't want them to be too tired with the preparation at the race.
Filly obviously carries the colours of owner breeders, the Wertheimer brothers. They famously won the race in 2012.
All favourites tying up in front.
What are your memories of that day?
It was good memory because I'm a good friend with Olivier, and we've been together, good friend for many years, and to see him winning the Arc, it was fantastic, and he rode such a big race that day. He was a magic Pellier on board. It was good for the sport because Olivier is a big star in Japan. He broke the dream of the Japanese. They don't blame him, and he's still a star over there.
How big an influence have Alain and Gérard Wertheimer been on your career?
Big one. I work with them since 2012. They are with the Agacan, the biggest owners and breeders in France, and probably one of the biggest in Europe. So it's very important in the career of a trainer to train for them. They are part of all my dream, and I will thank them a lot to follow me and keep going with me, because we had this move from a small trainer in province to a trainer in Chantilly.
Yeah. What would it mean to win the Arc for these famous Wertheimer colours?
For the Arc, I don't think it will make any difference between them and another owner. Won the Arc, it's won the Arc, and you don't train owners, you train the horse.
What does the Arc, what does it mean to you?
I don't want to say it's a dream, but it is in some way. Now we are, I won't say close, because we haven't. We have to run
you
it.
came close last year. Hopefully,
we came
even
close last year, and we try again. Maybe she's gonna finish 5th. We don't know, but we put everything together to have a big performance in it. And in a career of a trainer, it's quite an achievement.